Well, beautiful day. Good start to the day. I like that. Here she is. Progress has been happening, believe it or not. So once again, 94 Mustang SN95 V6. This is just going to be a quick update. We've been busy working on her, so, thought I'd show it off a bit. Although, she don't look that great, but it is coming along. Just starting to put her back together now. Basically a quick update before she gets parked, because it's going to snow pretty much any day now. So today's the last real nice sunny day. We're going to take advantage of it. Here's my Mustang. So in the back we do have our 8/8 swapped in, brake lines all done, control arms thrown in, lowering springs, everything's nice and happy except for the rotors and the shocks. Just playing a waiting game there mostly. Moving up front, you can see we have a bit of wiring going on. ECU's in place roughly. Basically just got to do a little bit of cleaning up, a little more looming. Got our fuel lines figured out. Throw on our wheel well liners and again, pissed off brake rotors, put on some wheels and just basically set here. But the exciting part is under here. That's latched, hold on. And look at this beautiful setup. She's LS swapped and it is official. So here we have our 5.3, everything's wired in, loomed. Got our intakes, we're just finishing up some little things. We did our battery relocate into the trunk. So, like I said, basically finished looming, tidy up some wiring. I have fittings coming, we're swapping our power steering AN. This UPS is ripping her. Attaboy. Just killing her. So power steering's going to AN. We do not have a belt. It is now a 3/4 pulley setup. Tensioners over here. Alternator's not going to stay purple. We're also going to get a new one. Probably need a new rad as well. As far as this goes, this is Gen 3 5.3 stock right now, but we are going to upgrade in the future. We have some hooker, these are hooker headers, the Blackheart series. Hooker motor mounts, everything made from Holley 302-3 oil pan and custom trans cross member. Fuel line's been converted to AN as well. We are running a return style for now. I don't know what the long term is going to be. We are going to put our new body style on once everything's built and cammed. So we're going to get a bigger intake. Better intake, bigger throttle body. That's it, final answer. And actually we were able to reuse the stock Mustang throttle linkage here, so threw it into that, did some tinkering, cutting on the throttle bracket, and basically just self-tapped that into there. So that's nice and happy, tucked it down. Shaved intake looking great. So happy with how that turned out. But she's coming along pretty good. So, interior, let's jump into that. As far as the interior goes, let me hop in. We do have some gauges we are going to have to throw up, mainly oil pressure, because obvious reasons, oil pressure. We are going to do some tidying. This is the old Ford ECU location. We got to put the glove box back in. Put all that back together, interior pieces. Eventually we're going to go aftermarket steering wheel because, it's not the worst looking wheel, but I'd like something a little nicer. And of course, seats are probably the #1 thing. The front seats are the worst. I hate them. I'm 6'2", and I basically end up sitting in the middle of the window, and it's just uncomfortable for everyone. I'm too high. I'm not where I want to be. So, new seats. UPS ripping her some more. All right. So, as far as the gauges go, I'm torn whether I'm going to do analog or go digital dash. It's honestly probably cheaper to go digital dash, but I would like to stay analog, get some nice auto meters. That's in the air. I do like the Pro Comp Ultra 2 series, so, we'll see what happens. And then a radio, of course. Anyway, we do have our OBD2 right there hooked up to our LS ECU. So everything is looking nice and tidy here. We are running on an unlocked ECU set for a big cam 5.3, so it is not the happiest. Also, we don't have any exhaust or O2s at the moment, so she doesn't run the most happiest well, but it does run. It is wired now. Everything's to the keyed ignition here, so it's pretty much done properly. Everything's fused. Shout out to my brother. He did a lot of work on this harness. Basically spent a week straight going through the harness, custom making it for me and my application, and he absolutely killed it. Did some incredible wiring under the hood, and couldn't be any happier. So shout out to you. Thanks again, Kyle. And as far as the rest of this goes, we do have the battery relocated to the back. We have a 200 amp breaker here, and basically waiting on a battery box. We're gonna do some cleaning and possibly some panel and rust repair, although I think that's just panel bond coming off. Make this a little nicer. Battery's gonna go in the back here, relocate it, and then get rid of all the crap that's in here. Shout out to the connecting rods that lived a pretty solid life till I got the V6 and shot them into the ground, so not getting rid of those. But that's basically it, guys. So we got this car running and driving. I'll show you a clip here. It's too early to fire it up on open headers right now. So here's the car running. You going? Yeah. So that's basically it, guys. Like I said, we're parking it for winter, so I don't know what else can actually really happen. We're probably going to do some interior stuff. Once there's about a foot of snow on top of this car, there probably won't be updates for a couple months until the snow's gone. So we have other things. I am filming well in advance, so hopefully there's not a huge lapse in it. But the car does run, does not drive. We need a custom drive shaft made. That's probably a springtime option. So for now, tying up loose ends, just doing the little finicky things, ordering the tiny fittings for power steering and stuff, and then we're basically set. So that's it. It is official. I have an LS swap Mustang. It's a 94 V6 Mustang base model automatic, and now it is an LS swap with a 4L60. For now, we'll see, but a 4L60 and an 8.8 LSD in the back. So perfect street car and a cruiser, just begging for a cam, possibly some heads. So I would like to boost it. I think it might be a little much for what I want to build this car for. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it handles. If it's got too much traction, we're going to need boost to hit the crowd. So if you like what you see, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm happy with how this turned out. It's been a busy week. LS swap the world. Alright guys, catch you in the next one. Also, if you have any questions on any parts or anything I've done in this, just post them below. This car is the easiest thing to LS swap. It's like it was meant for. There are a few parts that are finicky. There's ways to work around it, but post comment below, shoot me some messages, DM, something like that. I'll get back. Shoot me some messages down below, DMs, anything like that. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Stuff like that, I reply to you right away. Video updates, maybe a little longer, but comments, shoot them. I'll fire them off and answer your questions. So